And I am back for another installment of my lonely ramblings about a game of solitaire. You have to have an HTML file open. I'm going to try to get at it as quickly as I can here. Got my homemade cookie. Alright, let me see. Let's get my developer tools open. Alright, from my stadium last night, I ended with a win, and that I actually got my the last thing I did was the command processor, taking a command, parse that command apart into its tokens, and send it back out to Game Master, which is, if it's model view controller, then Game Master is kind of the controller. You can send it out to controller's do method, and then controller, which is of the class Game Master, checks to make sure that it's a valid move before notifying the what is it called in data? Yeah, before calling the move card method of data, which is solitaire data, that then actually attempts to exact the change. This was what I got to work, and if I remember correctly, I had a bit of a bug in it. I was so happy to get something working and be able to go to bed that I didn't really take note of what the issue was. I think it was that it was showing too many cards face up. Let's try it again. I can move that 4 of clubs to the 5 of diamonds, so I can say move 4 clubs to 5 diamonds. It works. What's wrong? Okay. 4 of clubs goes where it's supposed to, and the next card is uncovered. Okay, that's what's wrong. It doesn't actually remove the 4 of clubs from its original location, it appears. Okay. Let's refresh and do it again to make sure if that's what actually happened. I moved 10 of hearts to the jack of clubs. Move 10 hearts to jack clubs. Is that right? Yeah. It works, but it doesn't remove 10 hearts. Okay. So my little, where I nullify the old card after its move, this dot card 1 should become null. Did I get into next to last if? I'm in there. So this actually works. It copies that. It copy the 10 of hearts to be there. but it did not nullify this dot tableau. That's definitely it because I'm using it there, and it actually made it there. But it doesn't nullify that. Oh. Is this to do with references and That's strange. Why is that still there? Let's check JavaScript. How does JavaScript handle the JavaScript setting object to null? What does that do? I want to basically delete that object. Set an object reference to null. If you want to change. I'm not using a function. That's what I'm saying. This is not like a pass by reference or something situation. I'm actually operating on this tableau, this same thing that actually sets this here. I'm actually speaking directly to that. And I'm saying the thing at this, the object at this location, set it to null. Sure, it's not a semicolon. It ignores those semicolons. That's another one. Another one. That queen or a king, no, as a jack. No, the 6, it's the same color, no. That 7 of clubs can go. And the 8 of hearts. 7 clubs. Move 7 clubs to 8 hearts. It still keeps it in the same place. say JS nullify object, not values. People are so smart, they can't answer questions. Alright, so I'm going to have to do this. When you have this sort of issue, what you end up doing is creating your own test case. Test.html. So create a quick file myself. Let's see. Var, let's say function test class let's say this dot word equals my test words. Okay, I have an object. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say var test object equals new test class and create it. I'm going to say console.log 2.word, and then I'm going to say 2 equals null, and then console.log 2.word. I should get an error at that point if it works the way I think it does. Yes, my test words and cannot breed the property word of null. So that works through. I can nullify an object. Okay. What is in Tableau? Wait a minute. When I call refresh, what happens? In data display, when I call refresh, all it does is go through Tableau. Okay, all it does is go through Tableau. That's what's wrong. It's looking for undefined, not null. Okay. Let's put cards back in view. Where was I? I have so many files now. You split up into separate files, and then it starts to become like, which file am I in? So I'm gonna set it to undefined because that's what I'm searching for. In data display, I'm searching for I say if the card is not undefined, then render it. So I'm setting it to null, and there's a distinction. Undefined and null are the same thing. Like, they both render to yield false or whatever, but they're not. The null is for objects, according to what I've read on W3. Let's see. All right, let's try it now. Do I have a move? I can move this 8 to the 9. So I'm going to say move 8 hearts to 9 clubs. No, still doesn't. And so, see, I was wrong. Let's do something real quick. I'm going to print out the things I have access to. Solitaire data dot tableau. Let's print that out. In column 7, what's in there? What's in there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards there. The 7th is undefined. Why is it still rendering an 8 of hearts there? If I refresh it again, what happens? Let's try this. Let's say dd dot refresh. It's literally not there. 4 of clubs is the last thing there. It's not there. This is Tableau. I just printed out Tableau. So this is interesting. There's something I'm missing, like something I don't understand here. Because it's not there. It's not in Tableau. This turns my attention to data display because it's rendering from that. What? How is it seeing an 8 of hearts? There is no 8 of hearts. Is something else, okay, something else may be holding a reference to it. Yes. Tableau display. Hold on. Because there's a display backup of this. Okay, what am I doing here? Of game on Tableau. Display column equals Tableau. Okay. Okay. Tableau display. Okay. That's what's happening. No, it's not in here anymore. But the little paragraph element that actually holds this is still holding that text. That's what's happening. Okay. Yeah. Because when it gets here, where the card is, when it does run into this undefined or null card, it doesn't even look at that one. So it never actually makes it down that far. So what I have to do is I have to add a condition. If it actually is undefined, it needs to blank it. Inner text becomes that. Okay, it needs to blank it. Inner text becomes inner text should go blank. I don't know what the consequence of doing that is. I don't know if I need to put a non-breaking space there. I can't even remember why I was using non-breaking spaces in the first place. I think it was to keep the element from collapsing or something. I don't remember what the consequence of that. I'm sure I'll find out soon. Queen. I can move Queen of Diamonds to King of spades, move queen diamonds to king spades. There it is. Okay, so got it. And then, you know, it goes back to the fact undefined and null. I said that they're both the same, and then didn't even follow my own logic. They're not both the same, but that was a good instance to run into there. To see that validates that null and undefined are compatible, because I can come back here. I can make this null. I'm just validating it to myself if that's actually the case now. So move, I could move Queen of Hearts to King of Clubs. Move Queen Hearts to King Clubs. Yeah, it still works. Okay, and in terms of the next card, let's see if I can make another move. Would that be cool? 3, I can move the 2 of clubs to the 3 of hearts. Move 2 clubs to 3 hearts. Yes, I'm actually making actual moves. Very cool. Honestly, you know, the ace of this is not correct gameplay, but because it's one less, technically the ace of diamonds should go to the 2 of clubs. That's not correct play because aces go to the foundations, but I'm just going to do it just to see move to test my ranking. Object, move, ace. I actually need to create a condition to stop this because it shouldn't happen. It's not a correct move. Move ace of Dimayon. Let's see if I can do this. If I typo it to Jack, no, to 2 clubs. Let's see what happens. Invalid command, sweet. And I'm still in. So move ace diamonds to 2 clubs. Yeah, it works. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, that gives me another instance that I have to deal with. That gives me another instance I have to deal with, in the sense that if one goes empty, the next time a king shows up available, the next time a king is available, it needs to immediately go there. Or I guess I don't guess it. Well, do I need to make that the only? Do I need to make that the only move you could make? That's something for a future thought. But okay. What's cool? I noticed something here, and it's that our check system of it being right after this one. Where is it? If it finds it, am I in the right class? Yeah, this is what I'm looking at. Yeah, if it finds it, if it finds the first card, it only looks for the second one from there on. Because this was the ace was the only card in that column, and so it found it first, and then the second card took 14 times to find it. Okay, cool. So I'm actually able to play, sort of. All right, now I need to implement. I've got a move within the columns. I now need to be able to. What's the next thing I need to do? I need to rough in another command, because those are the kind of macro, the large things that need to happen. I need to enable moves to. I need to enable moves to the foundations, because the next thing will be I need to be able to move entire columns of cards. Let's say that there was a 4. Oh, well, darn it. So maybe this is the thing I need to do. There is a 4 right here, a 4 of clubs. This whole column, even though this is invalid, I need to do this because this is invalid. Aces are supposed to start bases to start building up. So I need to also implement being able to move a whole column. Right, all these available cards could go here. The 3 and the 2 for sure could go there. So that's kind of the next thing. All right, so I'm gonna, out of milk and cookies, I'm gonna go search for another quick snacky poo, and be right back in just a second. Start there. All right, more snack. This snack is actually some smoked beef that I made. So some slices of smoked chuck roast, and it's good. All right, I need to be able to I need to be able to move aces to foundation. All right, the benefit of doing that, taking that as the next thing, is that I feel like it's similar enough to what we just did, except for the first thing. The first card has to be an ace. That's a simple enough check. So that's it. Now, this takes us back to command processor. Wherein alright, I'm gonna start handle input doesn't change. Handle input doesn't change. Alright. Parse input. There's probably going to be some pretty serious restructuring in here at some point because it's going to get hairy. Alright, tell. The build command, I feel like, can be simple. I'm already thinking about how to simplify my commands and make shortcut commands, make like shorthand, because those commands are really long to type. I can imagine them being as short as like move each. There's clubs, spades, hearts, diamonds, CSHD. So I can say 7H, move the 7 of hearts to 4 clubs. That will make it easier. What I'm imagining for this build command, I'm imagining it saying build, because the Hoyle's book used the word build for the foundations. I like that, because that serves my purposes. Like I say, build. Build ace hearts. And then that would allow me to keep that going. Or I could reverse it. I could say build the hearts foundation, build hearts ace. Boom. That puts the ace up. If we get a 2, build hearts 2. Right? Because there'll be a foundation for each suit. So I can say build hearts king. Right? So, and this actually makes for cleaner conditionals, because I don't have this weird thing with the 2 or whatever, which that context thing, it doesn't look like it's going to be. So, because, I mean, if I were to do move, I could say move ace foundation, move ace foundation. And then that would allow us to be able to use this move context thing. But then context is still move. I could say context is yeah, the context thing ended up not even being like a big deal. If I wanted to allow myself to still be able to use it, I could say move. Let's just, I'll just refactor that out to remove the context thing, because it doesn't play a big role anyway. But there's no need in trying to figure out how to use it, just out of shame. Let's see. Case. This command is going to be build, because I want to shorten this up. Case build. Okay. What's the first thing I need to? Because what's cool is that my parser, my tokenizer works, and sending a command down here, I don't have to worry about any of that. So I'm getting the command. At present, I want it to sound like, I want it to say, build the suit, build diamonds, with the value. Okay, that's what I'm imagining right now. So, case build. What's the first thing it needs to do? No need to check for any context. First thing it needs to do is, was the first thing we did before. It needs to, there's no need for 2 operands, I only need 1. So realistically, I'm not going to need anything outside of this case, because there shouldn't be a second round. Again, the context thing is bunk. So, so I would just come in and I would say, the first, I'm going to declare a variable. I'm going to say var card is a new card descriptor. The tokens will be build, which already has been used, suit, and value. So I'm going to say value is first. I'm going to say input 2, input 1. All right. And so that builds my descriptor. And the color gets set automatically, which isn't relevant in this case because we won't. Well, yes, we will be using it when we eventually. Maybe. Okay. Card descriptor. I got my card now. Where do I do my validation? All I validate is that I need to validate that it's actually going. I need to validate. I don't think I'm going to do any validation in this one. I'm gonna let solitaire data do the val. Where did I do? Did I do any validation in Game Master here? What did I do? I checked the rank in Game Master so that solitaire data only gets valid. Okay, so I'll do the validation here. I'll check if foundation is either empty or if what I'm asking for, the suit that I'm asking for, if there's already a card there, if it's actually one greater, if it's actually one less, because foundations build up. So I'll do that validation here. So here, all I have to do to be consistent, all I have to do with this is create the descriptor. And I need to check that it is a valid descriptor. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm actually going to grab this. I'm actually just going to rip that out of there. What's that? I hate dealing with this indentation business. Okay. I'm just gonna grab this out of there. All right, and it'll need to check if values includes card, if it includes the value, and if suits includes card, the suit. So meaning it was a value card, it was a valid card. Then I want to send it build and card to controller.do. Done will be true. If either of those were false, then I'll get an error and we'll drop out and get invalid command. That's straightforward. I can delete this stuff. I might need those tests in case something's wrong. Alright, I'm going to save this. Alright, I'm going to try. Right now I should be able to attempt to move anything. Let's just do a valid move here just to keep testing because we never know. Move 6 clubs to 7 hearts. That was fine. That worked. Now I'm going to try to move build spades 4. I get invalid command, but I get dummy, which indicates that the invalid command came from up here, which means that it returned. This returned, it was fine. I made it out. And I got invalid command because controller.do returned false because it didn't do anything. So now I can go over to controller.do in Game Master, because Game Master is a controller. I can go over here. Alright. Oh yeah, I already have a case build in here and it just broke. It said break. And fell out. It didn't return anything. And so it ended up false. Okay. Alright, so now build. I need to do my validations here. What are the main validations it needs to do? I'm sure I'll identify others eventually, but the two main validations I can see right now are that it needs to see is foundation empty, and if foundation is empty, then what I'm transferring should be an ace. Okay. Or I should just check the rank, and that will allow me to just continue checking the rank. That way I don't even have to care about what the card is. So I could say if the foundation data structure is null right now, because it is, it's not even initial, it's not even an empty array. I don't think. It may be an empty array. But if it's null at that first location, then this should be the first thing should be an ace. The first thing should be rank 0, and then once that's set, I can just compare. Is the rank 1 higher? And if it is the suit the same? And is the rank 1 higher? And then I have to, I'm just going to map hearts. I'm just going to map, check the suit, and then map a foundation to hearts, diamonds, whatever. So that always sends the same one. So, alright. First thing, I need to look at solitaire data and see my I'm not doing anything with these yet. Yeah. So I'm going to rename them. F hearts, F clubs, F diamonds, and then foundation spades. Alright. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing over here in display. Let's say hearts, clubs, diamonds, diamonds, and spades. Alright. Okay, now now that I have them back in Game Master, I do have a reference to the data. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say if data dot f okay. I need to check the suit. Need to check the suit. Need to check the suit. Is there any way I could is there any way I could shortcut this? Any way I could shortcut having to check what the suit is to determine which one to send it to? I'm gonna have to check anyway. Let's just put a switch in here. The data structures are forget how long the code gets. I'm back to grinding. Forget how long the code is. I'm just gonna say var card suit equals was my input card 1 becomes input 1, card 2 becomes input 2. Uh-oh, I hard coded that. No, because no. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna have to set a condition. This is defensive coding now. If the instruction is always first. If input 0 equals move, the format will be like this. Because I could just, change the format and make it, put nulls in there to hold the spaces, but I don't want to have to think. Else if, we'll just add else ifs. Else if input 0 equals build. Okay. If it's build, then what I want is I can just set that up there. Var card suit equals input at the index of 1, and then var card. Wait a minute. No. What did I pass? What am I passing? What am I doing? Hold on. I passed in. I keep forgetting what the name of the class is. I just passed it the card. So no, I don't have to do that. Sweet. I don't have to do that. I can just say var. So it's just one card equals input at the index of 1. Yeah. All right. So now I have the card. I can get card suit equals card dot value card dot suit. Okay. And I can just, well, that this is just to make it clean for my switch statement. I'm still thinking about Java. You have to have it has to be like a constant for a switch statement, because I didn't even need that. I could just say card.suit. So I'm going to say card suit. I'm switching on that. And then case, if it's hearts, I'm going to go in order. If it's hearts, if it's hearts, case, clubs, case, case. All right. It shouldn't have got here if it's invalid, so we're not checking for validity, so there's no default. If it's hearts, then I'll do my check. I'll say if I know it's hearts, so I can check data dot what is it called? F hearts at the index, at the first index is null. Then I want to check if it was. Then I want to check if card.value is an ace. Then I can go ahead and call I'm going to build another function. Oh boy. Because I'm going to have to do that search again. Because I need to find that card in the tableau. But, you know, I could just snatch out this 4 and make it an internal function. Because it's going to be useful. I could modify it such that it only searches for 1 card or 2 cards. I could check. I could send that second card in null, and say if the second, I could do a check, and say if card 2 is null, only search for 1. If card 2 is not null, and there'll always be at least 1, so I could do that. Because I'm going to have to search for the card again anyway. Because if there's an ace here, I got to find out where it is. Because I don't have location data with my card class. Which, you know, I'm only now finding out that that's a mistake. And I'm not going to refactor. I won't refactor anything until the game is built. Then you can go back and start doing that, because I mean this is simple enough. The game is small enough right now that, you know, or even when it's done, it'll still be more or less small enough to rip out any part and redo it. So I'm not going to waste my time. I'm just going to copy the code and just do it. But I can do that. I can pull this out into a function. So that doesn't hurt me at all. It just says that I need to send this It says that I'm planning right now to build another function. I could possibly still use move card. I could just put another condition in there that if there's only one card, but no, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to say data dot build foundation, and I'm going to pass it the card. All I need is the card, because all I need is the card. Yeah, because semantically, like the way I'm doing it, I'm not worrying about. I'm letting, if all the checks are happening before, if the data model gets it, if the data model gets it, it's valid, and so it should do whatever it's told to do. So here we go. Copy this. Boom. Clubs, same thing. Boom. This one becomes diamonds. Boom. This one becomes spades. All right. Preliminarily, I'm just going to start with that. Just checking if it's an ace and checking that first condition. This is a good kind of skeleton thing to get started. All right. Move card was 1. All right, let's see what the end of it is. There it is. This is going to become my next one. This dot this dot build foundation equals function card. Okay. Now, this is where I could snatch out this. Am I going to go ahead and do it? Let's see, how quick can I do it? I could probably snatch out this whole. I could probably snatch out this whole thing. Yeah. And I could snatch out all of this. I could snatch out all of that and just put it into that one thing. Let's try it real fast. I'm going to do it by copying. I'm going to say var find card, find cards equals function that accepts card 1, card 2. Okay. Okay. Copy this. Then I'm going to comment it out. Boom. Drop that in there. Okay. Need to modify it. Oh, no. there, here. I need to modify this. I need to modify this to check card 1 found, card 2 found. Alright. I need to modify this to check, because what I'm going to do, the way I'm going to handle this, is to send this a null. The way I could do it is I could just straight up right here say if, because it's going to have to get passed, if card 2 is null, then card 2.found equals true, meaning don't worry about it. So from the jump, just don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Okay? And then what I can do is at the end of this, if card 1 and 2 are found, break, and then as the last thing in here, after the 4, if I made it here, which it's gotta find it. There's no not finding it. I mean, because if it's made it to the data model, it's valid. So I just say return. What do I return? True. Let's return true. No, I gotta do better than returning true. I gotta actually return the cards. I actually need to return the card because okay. Crud. Because this is card 2 location. Okay. Where does the location situation get set? Okay, that gets set in here. Alright. I actually need to return. I need to return an array with card 1 location and card 2 location, because that's all this is about, is finding the locations. I need to return that, and then I can have this now. I can come up here, and this would be the top. I could say var card 1 location equals cards found at the index of 0. That's what I'm going to call that. And then var card 2 location equals cards found at the index of 1. And then the actual call will come here. var cards found equals find cards, passing it card card 1 and card 2. Alright, that will be the equivalent. It'll pass card 1, card 2 in here. If card 2 is null, it goes ahead and sets card 2 found to true. And so card 2 location will be undefined, or null, basically. Now I need to change the condition here to say if card 1 location, what does card location look like? Inner, outer. If card 1 location is not null and card 2 location is not null, then go ahead with that. That gets me through, because I'm modifying basically this move card. I'm having to modify it because of what I'm about to do in build foundation. That'll make it simpler. I can just call a function that finds the cards, because I'm probably going to need this every time I'm doing something in here, since I'm not storing that data somewhere. So yeah. Alright, let's save that, and then let's try it. 3 of hearts to 4 clubs. Move 3 hearts to 4 clubs. It's always something. Cannot read property length of undefined. 92. Okay. What am I in? Hold on. So, because I'm in not read property length of undefined, it's saying tableau. So because this is a function, a private function, let's try this then. I'm just gonna do this is not the way I want it. Let's see what that does. Is there a move for, I move 5 clubs to 6 hearts. Move 5 clubs to 6 hearts. Find cards is not defined. Let's try this. 7 hearts, 8 spades. Move 7 hearts to 8 spades. Yeah, alright, it worked. Alright, so I had wondered about that. When you try to, when I made this not on the object, this then refers to the function, which makes sense. So how would I be able to reach up into the global scope? I'm gonna have to leave it like that for right now. But what that means is that you could call find cards from outside of this. This would have to have access to Passes objects by reference. So I could pass a reference to it. Could do that. But I'm not gonna worry about that right now. That's kind of minor. I do have a method that I don't want called externally. I do have it exposed. I don't want that, but whatever for right now. Build foundation. Okay. I need to find my card. So I got a card, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, what do I need to do? I need to find the card. I need to find the card's location. And then, because I'm not operating, well, I am operating on Tableau. So I need a portion of this. I need the part that goes in and gets it and nullifies it. But I can rewrite that because it's only gonna do one piece of that. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna say var. I'm just gonna use card location equals let's see. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Cards found equals this dot find cards card. I'm gonna pass it card. I'm gonna pass it null. Okay. Then I'm gonna say var card location is cards found at the first index. All right, now what I can do is I can say it found the card. Have I validated anything? I validated that it was actually movable over there before we ever got in here. In here, we're not doing any checks. In here, we're not doing any checks. So I'm going to say, now, I'm going to just do the manipulation. I'm going to say, I need to keep track of where I am in Foundation. I need to find the next free location. Is there an array dot append to get to the next? To get to the next location. From pop, so is there push? Adds new elements to the end. We could do that. I could do that. I could do that. Because that would make it much easier. Huh. What's the size of each of these? Let's go to Let's come up. What's the size? It's 13. I could search through it and say, if I could find the first empty spot. Because if I didn't, what I would have to do, if I declare an array, hold on. Let's just do it that way. If I declare an array with nothing, says it adds, I could declare an array of one item for each of these, and then just push, and just push. Let's try that, because I am checking index 0. I'm just gonna try this. I don't know. I am checking index 0 to see if back in Game Master I'm saying if data f diamonds or whatever is 0 at the first index is null. So I'm starting off with one location. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna say once I found the card, I'm gonna say I need to check. I need to check the suit. So switch card dot suit case hearts clubs. It's kind of mirroring the structure of what was in Game Master. And then case spades. All right. Okay. What am I doing? If it was hearts, then I want to this dot f, what is it? Data f hearts, data f clubs, oh boy, data f diamonds. I didn't rename these. Spades. All right. If that, say data f, that name is actually a layover from when everything was all in one file. Hearts dot push, and I want to push well, yeah, I want to push this dot tableau at the index of card location dot outer card location dot outer and card location dot enter. I want to push that in there. And then what I want to do is I want to go into Tableau and nullify that. That's all I want to do. If we made it in here, this is what we're doing. My check for rank will happen in Game Master, because that's where I'm doing my checks. Alright, this is happening in each of these. So this one will be diamonds. And this will be spades. Alright. Alright. That's straightforward enough. And then when refresh gets called, after it does this, it needs to return true. It needs to return. What could go wrong is the question. If we made it here, we've done the checks. Because I don't even do any checks over here. In this, I don't even do any checks. It's not even possible that it doesn't find the card. That's not even a thing. Because we checked the suit already. We checked the value already. Well, it is possible in the sense that you could say a card that's already been played. You could say a card that's already been played. Or you could say a card that's not. You could say a card that's face up, but that's not available. That's face up but not available for play. That's, say, above another card. You could say a card like that. So it is possible for this not to be true. Do I allow for that? I need to check for that. I'm not checking that. Let's get this implemented first. This is not the time to. Right now, that's a bug basically to iron out. Right now, this is just trying to get these things implemented. So let's go back and let's trace it. I'm going to save it. And let's go back and trace it from the beginning. And say we're back in command processor. And I just called build. I brought in build. It creates a new card with the suit and value. If it was a valid value and if it was a valid suit, it outputs the build instruction and the card itself. Game Master, when it receives that, it pulls out the first item in there, and if it was build, it creates the variable card. Okay, comes down here and it sets card suit to the suit of that object, and then it switches based on that. If it was hearts, if hearts is empty, if the first item is undefined, if it's null, if it's nothing, if it's undefined, if the value is an ace, then we call build foundation and pass it the card. and then we break. We come over to solitaire data, and it just got build foundation just got the card. We call find cards, which will go through there. If card is, as long as one card, if it passes to the card and a null value is the second argument. If that second argument is null, it goes ahead and sets the second card that it would find to true, as it says that it's already been found. I need to deal with this. Let's just do it like this. Let's just move those above this so that it more or less undoes it. Okay. Since both of those are false to start, if card 2 was null, it sets that one to true. Creates two variables, searches for the card, doesn't worry about the second one if it was found, breaks out if when both of them were found, and returns these two variables. One of them will be null if we're on if we're building foundation. We get back here, what we got back, we only take the first item because that's all we're interested in. We set that in card location. We look at the suit of the original card because we're still inside this. This is what called find cards. Look at the suit. If it was hearts, then we push the card at that location in Tableau of what was found. We push that into the foundation hearts, and we blank it out in the original in Tableau, and then we return true. All right, that's valid enough. Let's go to display. Okay, there's nothing in refresh yet to draw. There's nothing yet in refresh that will actually draw a foundation. Okay, so I need to deal with that. This is fine. It stays. What needs to come in is I need to loop through each of the foundations. I have a reference to each of these. So each object up there. So what I'm going to do is basically the same thing here for var I equals 0, I less than 4, increment, I'm going to say all right. Each of these needs a setup real quick. All right, each of these needs a setup because each of these is going to need to be able to hold 13 cards, which is simple enough. This is where Tableau display gets set up. We then come inside and create a div. We create divs in each one of those. And then we come inside of those divs and put 19 spaces in them. Here we need to do the same thing for this. So I'm gonna say var for, I don't want to use that of because it's ES6. I'm gonna strip that out to make it ES5 just for consistency. For var I equals 0, I less than 4, I plus plus. I'm going to loop through each of these. What I can do is I can do this. I've declared all those, and I'm going to say var foundations. I'm going to make an array, and I'm going to make the first index F clubs F. No, let's keep them in the same order. F hearts, F clubs, F diamonds, and F spades. Okay, those are foundations. I'm now about to loop through that and then just say foundations at the index of I. All right, I need another loop for var j equals 0, j less than 13, j plus plus. Foundations at the index of foundations at the index of I. What is, wait a minute. Okay, foundation 1. What are these? Are these divs? Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, okay, they are. What I'm doing is I'm creating items. I'm thinking about them as I'm doing a two-dimensional array style thing, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's the second what's the second thing? But that's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm doing dot append child, and then what I'm doing is a new space like this. I'm doing that new dot clone node. I'm doing that, and that just fills that fills each one of those up with 13 spaces. All right, now I got 13 spaces in each one of those. What I need to do is basically the same thing here. I need to anything that's in that stack is face up. So I would only be doing one piece of this. I'm gonna go through each one and say another loop. I'm gonna say for. I'm gonna copy this because that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go through each one of these, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at each. I'm gonna look at each thing in each one of them. Yeah, the child nodes. All right, this is where I need to reach out to the Tableau, and I need to, this is where I'm gonna have to reach out to. Um, yeah, this is where I'm gonna have to reach out to the foundation data thing in the data model and get. This is where the challenge comes of me having done what I was trying to do here in the form of just pushing. Well, I can fix that by simply using this rather than 13. Rather than 13, I could say, what is this called? Game dot tableau at the index of 0 dot length, because they're all the same. No, not tableau. Not tableau. Oh boy. I would need to now, I'm going to need to mirror this structure and put I would need to put each of these in, I need to put these in an array. I need to put these in an array. I could do that. All right, that starts getting weird. I start to need this for of, because what it would allow me to do is it won't matter what the length of Tableau is, because the problem that I have is I'm going to iterate over each of those. What I would have to do is I would have to make conditions here. I would have to say I'll go 4 times and I would have to say each time I would have to look at a different one. I would have to do it that way because I'm not actually iterating over. This would actually be a valid place for that weird switch inside of a for structure. I could say something like this: switch I case 0 case 1 case 2 case I'll have to do this. And because I would be looking at something different each time, not something with an iterator. So I would say in this one, I would say game. I'll create my my for loop. And iterate over. I would do this. Basically, I would say I would say foundations at the index of I dot child nodes at the index of J, right? Equals, it becomes game dot data f hearts, right, at the index of J. And then that would go through each item in hearts, in the hearts foundation, however long it is. No, this isn't, I said Tableau. Game dot data f hearts dot length. However long it is at this point. I want to go through it and then loop through each node in, okay, hold on, child nodes, that node dot inner text equals, f hearts, right? All right, what am I using over here? All right, that sends me back here. What am I using? What did I just do? I just pushed, okay, I just pushed the actual card in there. Yeah, I just pushed the actual card in there, so I have the same data as in Tableau. So I can say symbol plus a space plus game data f hearts at the index of J dot value. Okay. And this should grow with I'm sure this is some convoluted like code, but I mean it works, or it will work. I am hopeful that it will work. God willing. Here we go. Hearts, clubs, diamonds. Each of this is an opportunity to typo something. Diamonds. I'm sure I could probably compress this, but each one of these is a different case, so no, I don't think so. Each of these is a different case. Spades, diamonds, clubs, hearts. Okay. Cannot read property symbol of undefined data's display. Oh. It's trying to do this. Oh, this is a good sign. This is a good sign. Where did it get it? It got it here. We made it inside here. And it's already trying to read that, which is undefined at this moment. I need to set some sort of a condition. Oh boy. I need to set some sort of condition to stop this from running unless Foundation actually has something. The foundations have actually been manipulated, like unless they actually have cards in them. If we need a test right now because I need to go to bed, I'm just gonna put a stupid condition here. Oh, anything stupid that I do, I could do permanently. So, what could I check that would well, okay. I could loop through, I could say I could loop through I could say, let me go back to data, solitaire data, and just add a something here that says this dot f mod f modded f was mod equals false. All right. And then if build gets called, it'll say this dot f was mod equals true. And then go back here and put this in an if and say if game dot f was mod, then do this. Otherwise, just leave it alone. Okay. F was mod. If F was mod, then yeah. All right. What's my next? This is refresh, and we are inside. Okay. If F was mod, then do this. Otherwise, don't. Let's see if this will let us just get through a refresh. It does, but there's no conditions in here. I'm noticing this. Because if this becomes true, it's going to try to do this for each case. I need to have a check, and this could have been the check. This could have been the check. This is the valid fix. If foundations I, no, if game data this is not null, then proceed with that. Same thing. If this is not null, do that. This indentation business sucks. My neck is killing me now. If okay, if this is not null, then do this. Okay, last one. If this right here is not null, it's not null, then do this. That's boom and boom. All right. So it's going to check each time. This is kind of unnecessary now, but it does save us from going through it when it hasn't been modified. But if this is not, if it comes in and checks, if that array, if the foundation's array back in the data, if the first thing in there basically is not null, then do this. If it is null, meaning it's undefined, then it doesn't even bother. So save. All right, boom. Have any aces? No. Let's refresh. There's an ace. Build. Clubs. Ace. Cannot read property color of undefined at line 30 of Game Master. Why is it running move? Why is it running move? Why is it running move? Line 30. Why did it run move? What did I call from command processor? If it was build, I'm supposed to output build card. Oh, I know what's wrong. All right. I called from up here. I never added a condition. Where do I do my thing here? If command, where are we? Command controller.do. parse input comes in here. Controller.do just gets command. What did command have in it? Command should have had in it build. Can I do this? Can I say, is there CP dot? I don't have access to anything in there. Game Master 30. It came from Game Master line 30. No, wait. It came from Game Master.do. Hold on. GameMaster.js on line 30 cannot read property color of undefined. Okay. Why am I in move? Switch input 0. That means this is okay. Oh, that. I was assigning no ace. Build diamonds ace. Cannot read property 0 of undefined in Game Master. Line 62. If data dot f diamonds. Oh, okay, this is wrong. It's data underscore, which that needs to change. Data underscore. Start again. Build diamonds ace. Okay. It ran. I got to find card. Inner break, outer break. Okay, I got to find card because that's where that inner and outer break comes from. Okay, I need to run it again. Alright, I need a quick restroom break. Right, let's see. Back. Inner break, outer break. I need to set some traps for what is this? This is Game Master. I need to set some traps for debugging. Where am I? Inner break, outer break. I got out of here, and I made it back up here, which is to say, I probably made it in here. I'm gonna do a log after this. I'm gonna say console log. Build foundation hearts. Build foundation clubs. Build foundation diamonds. Build foundation spades. Now let me know if I make it in those. I'm getting dummy. Why? Why am I getting dummy? I'm getting dummy. Wait, I may be getting dummy. Maybe a good sign. In command process, I'm getting dummy. Because this is coming back false somehow. So it's not returning true. Controller.do. Oh, this is not returning true because this doesn't return true. If I make it through all this, if this is the case, I need to do this. Return true. So that it can return true in any of these cases. If we made it inside. Alright, save that. No aces. No aces. 2 aces. Let's try clubs. Build clubs ace. Same thing. Clubs, search 1. King of spades, ace of clubs. What? Why is it printing out king of spades? No aces. Ace of diamonds. Build a diamonds ace. 8 of spades. What? Okay, it sounds to me like find card is doing something unintended. I think it's finding a card anyway. Because it's finding, I'm getting another, I'm getting 2 of diamonds. What's printing this? Yeah. I'm logging this tableau. If card 1 is not found. Hold on. Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's normal. This is when it finds it. Okay. Okay. In check 2. In check 1. Right, search 1, search 1. In check 1. Okay. That's when it found it. It found it. That's valid. Inner break, outer break. I get out of this. Okay. And it should go back up here. What I'm not getting is any of this. Let's try something. I'm gonna say var card suit equals card dot suit, and change this to card suit just in case. Yeah, Let's try that. Let's go to test as any. Build diamonds ace. That was what it was. I made it into diamonds. Okay, it should have done. So it did this. And it returned true. Okay, sweet. It returned true. Where was refresh called from? We're in solitaire data. Refresh should have been called from game master. And I never called refresh. All right. That's why I didn't redraw. Display dot refresh. Add a phone call here. Phone call. Running low on mind. What am I doing? Running low on carajo. Running low on mind fuel. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get a refresh. Do we have an ace? Yes, we got an ace. Build clubs ace. I made it in clubs. I made it. Oh, come on. What is it now? Display, refresh. Okay, I have access to display. Okay, is there any way? Display, refresh. If build foundation gets called, it should return to right there. Solitaire data. If build foundation gets called, I made it in here. I got confirmation that I did make it there. Oh, something didn't work because this box did it freeze? My browser hung. Why is that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Is it? Alright, let's go in here. Yep. I locked it up because of this. My condition is screwed. J less than. All I did was like, it's so weird how computers don't lie. Something weird happened, and it's because I screwed something up. I locked up my browser. Boy, I have to close that. I'm gonna have to kill this and bring it back. Alright. the suspense is overwhelming. But it was a sign that we made it back to, now we're actually debugging refresh, because all the conditions that it requires to get there have been ironed out more or less. Okay. Let's load up. Oh my God, come on. No, this sucks. I'm gonna try it one more time. Come on. Just play load. Thanks, man. Alright, let's go. No aces, refresh. Alright. Build clubs ace. Okay. Cannot read property symbol of undefined at line 82. And that was because why? Data F clubs at the index of J. When it comes in here the first time, it's 0. Okay, so by the time refresh, so let's go back in solitaire data. This is supposed to set, where's build foundation? Data F clubs dot push. Let's do this. Let's log data F hearts. Let's print these out after the push. Clubs, diamonds. Let's print those out. Build spades, no, clubs, ace. Oh, blimey. This dot, aces, build hearts, ace. Okay. So I'm pushing on to the end of it. Let's just cheat for right now and start the index at 1. Well, I can't. I can't because they won't have a first. Okay. So this only needs to happen. Got another condition to add here. This only needs to push is convenient after the first index. If data, oh my God, F hearts dot length is greater than 1, then do this, then push. Okay, this is not real. Okay. Otherwise, data f hearts index 0 becomes that. Okay, let's see if we can do this without some horrifying indentation. Getting closer and closer to a win and sleep. Spades. 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 Diamonds. 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 Clubs. 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 And hearts, hearts, hearts. Alright. Let's try this. Wait a minute. Nope, 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 not yet. This dot. Yeah, that's the next one. This dot. And this dot. Okay, let's do this. Build diamonds, aces. Okay, data of diamonds is not defined 109. Once again, this dot, this dot, this dot, and this dot. Fresh, no aces, no aces. Build clubs, ace. Alright, it got rid of it. It refreshed, but it didn't draw the foundation. Okay, a step closer. So that means refresh red fine. That means my problem is now. Okay, card actually showed up. Have my symbol and everything. Okay. Alright, let's go. Now we can work in data display. Okay. That was a club. So clubs inner text should have become that. And that's what's at 0. So it should have become that. And it didn't. Okay. So now our logs come in here. Console.log. What is this? This is H loop. Am I getting in here? This is C loop. This is D loop. This is S loop. Build diamond ace. Build diamond ace. What? Invalid command. Oh. Build diamonds ace. Okay. Hey, you bastards. destined to hurt me. The victory will be sweet. The victory will be sweet. Build diamonds, ace. I made it into the hearts loop. If is not null. Perhaps I put it in the wrong place. I want to know if the place it could break is in here. Let's try again. Build spades, ace. Build spades, ace. I'm not getting my condition. Okay. Where is, wait a minute, ooh. I put some of my, oh Christ Jesus. I put some of my conditions, oh my goodness, Nick. If I put some of my hearts is the only one. Let's see if I go until I get an ace of hearts out in the open. Ace of hearts should work. Build hearts, ace. It worked. I got my conditions backwards. I got the if. This is the only one that's right. The if is on the outside of the rest of them is wrong. But that still didn't work. Foundations I. Child nodes, index J. Inner text should have become that. And it didn't. Why? What is the child node? Up here, let's see if my structure is wrong. I'm creating a loop. Foundation 0. And its child nodes at 0. What should that be? Foundations I, append child. It should have cloned a node into that and set its inner text. It's the exact same thing that I'm doing here. Equals game data f hearts dot symbol. That should work. Why? Let's go back here to the elements. Let's find I don't know which one is which. Oh, this is foundation. Hearts is foundation 1. That's foundation 1. and there's nothing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, just as they're supposed to be. Let's go into console and get that object. It's called I can't access any of those. Shoot. I can't access any of that. It would be better to print out this, I guess. I need an ace of hearts to be able to do it right now. Build hearts ace. Text. It wrote it. Its inner text is that. Oh, wait. The parent. Hold on. Where is this? The inner text of the parent. Hold on. Where is it? Cards HTML. Where the foundations. There's an H1 in these. Child nodes, hold on. Node list 0. It doesn't have any child nodes. Where's the parent? Parent element is the div. Does it show its child nodes? Yes. Text H1. Okay. It has text. So it wrote it to that. And that's not viewable. Okay. Let's just try a trick. I'm just going to say +2. Where's solitaire data? Where is data display? I was going to say +2. Just to see what happens. Get that old ace of hearts. Ace of hearts. There it is. Build hearts ace. Whoa. Zero, 1, 2. Text. Hold on. Parent node is this. Its children nodes. It's text. Child nodes. What I'm doing. What is this? No type 3. What I'm doing, let's see. I want to find the p dot space because it's a pending in there. No. Foundations I. No, this is supposed to be, all right, what is a new space? A new space is what? It's a paragraph element. And I'm setting the inner text of it. Why is it just node name text? It's placing it there. Um, why is it inserting text? So it's doing what I want it to do, just in the way of going in and setting it. It's just that it's doing something. Let me do this. I'm gonna go into cards.html and delete this h1. I don't know if that even has anything to do with it. I'm gonna delete all these h1s. Build hearts base. Okay, that did it. So for whatever reason, because it had an h1, that's something I'll have to look up. Because it had an h1 in it already, it was unable to set the inner text properly. Okay. Let's fix now. That's a win. It feels sucky because it was such a drudge, but let's go back and fix my my condition here. I'm gonna do this. Let's go like that. Tap these in. Close that up. Get rid of that. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. I don't like let's do this. Control X. Home. V. It sucks. That and that. Last one. Boom. Boom. I don't know if it was because it had a child element, or if it's because of the type of child element, if there was something about an h1 there, which I know that's not the case. I know it's probably something about the its status as a parent. I don't know why it was inserting into child nodes and not actually changing. Let's try other suits, aces. Ace of spades, build spades, ace. It got rid of it, made it in S loop. Oh. I'm still doing J plus 2. Let's see what happens if I just do J. Let's look for that ace of hearts again. Build hearts. It's still text. So it had nothing to do with the H1. The parent parent element child where is it? Child nodes text. Okay, let's Google this. Div child node text. We'll call this child nodes to. I try to access the grandchildren. Whitespace creates text nodes as well. Your second div, in fact, has 5 children, of which only 2 are elements. Child node 0, the line break between the O opening tag, the third div, oh wow. Okay. Okay. So that the HTML actually. So if those are going to be manipulated in that way. So that's why the paragraph elements work fine. That makes me, yeah, because the other things were, those, I didn't have that problem with the, I don't have that problem with the Tableau because those are generated. And so there's no white space. Perfect sense it makes now. Makes perfect sense. I'm going to do that. Makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense now because I generated the others in JavaScript and so they didn't have that problem. I'm not going to go through generating these, but I'm just going to do them like that now. Alright, refresh. Give me an ace, guys. Any ace will do. It's like no aces from now on. Nope, no aces. There's one. Build clubs ace. There it is. Okay. Build diamonds ace. There it is. That is crazy. Same thing. Build clubs, ace. Whoa. Oh, at 102. Okay. There was no it couldn't get that card because it didn't exist. And so I don't have any checks to deal with that yet. It couldn't get that card because I mistyped it. That was a spade. Ace of clubs and ace of diamonds. Build diamonds, ace, build clubs, ace. Yeah. So that works. I'll have to deal with the font and actually doing multiple in there. But the thing that I see that I'm missing quickly is to turn the last card face up. It's going to do this, and then it should take this before it nullifies anything. Well, that's going to nullify it, and then it should enter -1 dot is face up equals true. It should do that. Well, gotta do that check though. If greater than 0, then it should do this. Otherwise, just don't bother. Do it right here. Right here. And right here. Okay. Save. Refresh. Build clubs ace. It didn't do it. This tableau. Card location outer. Card location inner. -1. If oh wait, I'm sorry. That doesn't make any sense. If card location dot inner. Yeah. If card location dot inner is greater than 0. Where am I? Alright, the fatigue is setting in. I can't even see straight now. Card location dot inner is greater than 0. If card location dot inner is greater than 0. Okay. Missing one. If card location dot inner is greater than 0. Alright. Card location dot inner is greater than 0. Card location dot inner is greater than 0. Alright. build spades ace. Yeah, there we go. All right. There's gonna be some mad, like, forceful debugging to be done. Let's see if we can do two. Build spades ace. Build clubs ace. Build hearts ace. Is there a move I can make? Man, I wish there was a move. Yes. Move queen diamonds to king clubs. Sweet. No more moves I can make. Everything is red that's available. Okay, so there's some. This is awesome though. So we got some stuff moving. We can build foundations now, and I can do basic moves in the tableau. So it's actually useful. There's some crazy debugging to be done. And then there's also the matter of I need to be able to add, as I'm adding, I mean, I can add more cards to this, but right now I only focused on moving the aces to start it. Because my check here, when it's build, it checks to make sure it's an ace in Game Master. It checks to make sure it's an ace. So what I'll be doing tomorrow probably is coming back in here and dealing with the rest of the cases, because right now it's only checking if this is empty and can I send an ace up there. The next thing it would need to check if it's not empty, then it needs to validate that then it'll deal with the rank, that the next card, that the card that's trying to add is one in rank higher, because that's ascending. And so we actually have some legit kind of pieces of gameplay. There's some debugging to be done because there's some little things that are allowed. For example, I could just type another card that's, here. If I were to, look in, I guess I could probably come up here and look in the, these are the waste cards. But if I were to print out Tableau, let's say, what is it? SD.Tableau. If I were to look in the Tableau and be able to get a sneak peek, I'm gonna look in the 7th column. There's a 10 of clubs hidden there. Let's see if I can find a jack. Is there a jack? There is a 3 of clubs. Yeah, there's a 3 of clubs that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This card right here that's not available is a 3 of clubs. I'm going to take it and move it here. It's a valid move, but this isn't available, so it's not a valid move. But I'm not checking for that. So I'm going to say move 3 clubs to 4 hearts. Okay, and it actually does it. It's not face up, so it doesn't get drawn. But it follows suit and flips up the next thing and everything, because I haven't disallowed, I haven't made the tie between if a card is face down, it shouldn't be available. And so little things like that And then of course I need to spruce this up to get the font size right. I mean, that's something fairly simple to do. As a matter of fact, I could probably do it by coming up and styling it. Would it be? I could just say anything that is a space, because they all have a class on them. I say font size could be what, 0.7. I could say 1.3. Yeah, and that makes everything bigger or whatever. However, I have to manipulate those. Probably something more like foundation 1. Just make them each bigger, or I can use the targeted selector that can find anything that has foundation in the name or whatever. Like that. But I'm going to apply a class to each one of them. Just to keep from having to do that, because that's ridiculous to have to do that. But I also need to set the color. I think I'm going to end up using the empty, the non-filled clubs and whatever, because I want the color to, if it's going to be, you know, Play-Doh system, whatever, the red and whatnot is not allowed, I don't guess. So, hey, this was a 3-hour jag here, but making progress. Some little cleanup things to do. I'm going to go ahead and push. We made a lot of changes, baby. Building foundations. Let's say building foundations implemented partially. Command to build a foundation starting with an ace. To start a foundation with an ace of any suit implemented. Next is to continue building checking rank bugs to iron out one need to tie card dot is face up to availability right now. May move any card into valid combination regardless if available. All right. that is video number 13. So I thank God that progress has continued. I'm going to get what sleep, this blue light, if you believe in that stuff, which I do because I've experienced it. Only get what sleep I'm allowed. And so, hasta luego.